Hi, welcome to my channel and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I want to tell you about critical point Insurers Fear Next Flood as La Nina looms. Insurers are trepidatious about what the upcoming summer holds as they continue the battle through more than 2,030 claims from the East Coast flood catastrophe earlier in the year. Insurance Council of Australia (ICA) CEO Andrew Hall told insurancenews.com.au that coverage insurers' rebuild times for the event have blown out to 14 months as insurers operate at peak capacity due to number of claims and complications around supply chains and access to trades. The Bureau of Meteorology says there is a 70% chance of a third consecutive La Nina developing this year, which will raise the likelihood of more floods. Mr. Hall, speaking as ICA released two major reports on natural catastrophes, says claims for smaller events that do not get the headlines are adding over those from declared catastrophes. They have all been adding into workload. The system is absolutely at capacity at the moment, which is why we are in a critical point in the cycle. We're about to move into next spring or summer season with La Nina looming large. So, it is fair to say the industry is trepidatious around what's coming and trying to plan for all of that. The river system are saturated. It won't take much to cause another event, whether it is significant or catastrophic. Somewhere around the East Coast region, and everyone is on high alert. The latest figures put the flood catastrophes as the second worst natural disaster, and also it was recorded in Australia in relation to insured losses with 200,000 and 33,000 claims valued at $5.28 billion. 45.1 of claims have been closed, but 29,000 are still outstanding. Mr. Hall says it has been a very complex recovery process with average rebuild time extending to 14 months. We knew we have to manage customer expectation and community expectation at the moment, he said. The while and many of complicating factors have been outside insurers' control. He believes lessons are still being learned. Every event definitely delivers lessons to be heeded, and system, it should be, adjusting accordingly, he said. One of the things coming out of the flood event has been how to rework with governments around short-term accommodation. Government have done things like secure a lot of temporary housing plots. A more innovative way of thinking is that perhaps those could have been located on people's properties where the services like water and sewage are available, rather than trying to create whole mobile home villages for people to live in. Things like that can solve that demand on short-term accommodation and make sure that it has freed up for everyone else who needs it, getting trades into region. Mr. Hall says technology could play a role in improving insurer communication with the customers. He said that, I think technology is more and more the solution, he said. Insurers have a bunch of obligation around how and when they communicate with customer, and they are trying to meet them all. People are fairly anxious and they're worried about when their rebuild will start. Sometimes it can be frustration for customer to get an update to tell them and that there is still no update. It is about getting it right, and it is something I knew a lot of insurers are investing a lot of time and effort into. Mr. Hall adds that buyback and build back scheme in Queensland and NSW are adding the complexity. Customers are wondering whether they can take advantage of government scheme and whether will change how they build the house back or whether they will sell to the government, he said. So thank you for watching, and don't forget